Okay. Hello, everyone, and finally, finally have some more gameplay to review, and it's not just a few minutes. It's 14 minutes of gameplay, and then there's 6 minutes of talking about it and reviewing it, and I'll do that in another video. This one, I kind of just want to watch it and stop it at a few points and talk about those points. As you can see, I have screenshots that I went through. I did go like frame by frame to kind of just see what I could see, and I didn't write anything down. I didn't do any scripts or anything like that. It's just gonna be me. Um, but yeah, let's do this. I'm super excited and ready to go. Uh, I'm going to assume that most of you have watched this. Um, since why wouldn't you? But you know, so I'm gonna be pausing it and recording it, talking about it. So if you just want to go watch it, I recommend going to the PlayStation page and watch it straight there. All right, so already, if you look in the back, you can kind of see some owl cages and so if you look in the back behind him, you can see a carriage with some owl cages and a chest. Um, so if we just keep watching, keep going, owl cage, a whole bunch of owl cages apparently. Owls do not need them in Hogwarts. Fantastic overview. Here we can see some centaurs. The two on the side of this guy have the same type of necklace, while this one has a moonstone. So I'm wondering if he's like the leader of the pack, leader of the herd, whatever you want to call it. Here we see a ogre, troll, whatever. We also see the same type of armor that the goblin has. So my guess is that this is goblin made armor, which is resistant to magic and different things like that. My hope, which I think would be cool, is if we could get some goblin made armor. I think that'd be awesome. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing, but we never know. Um, Dragon. Okay, I think they've actually made him look better than from the um, release trailer, reveal trailer, whatever you want to call it. Hmm. So here we get a really good look. They've kind of designed it more off of how it is in the movies, um, which is fine. I really like how the movies are. But if you look, the hourly, however you say it, is up on a hill. And that's only in the movies. And same with the boathouse. They actually don't have a boathouse in the book. The hourly is actually in the castle on the north tower. I don't remember exactly, but I do know it's in the castle. But that's not a problem for me. I think it looks beautiful how it is. I think they designed it very well. If you look up the tallest tower on the right, that looks like it's going to be the astronomy tower, which looks great. And here we get a good look. We actually see the clock that was from the image that was released by Warner Bros. Um, so they did promise gameplay, and they followed through, which is nice. We get to see that bridge that leads down to Hagrid's and then Quidditch pitch. Here we get to see a great, beautiful view of the entrance hall. Okay, then here we get to see some kind of magic that reflects them. But one thing that interests me is that it's before you're sorted. If you look at the robes, you don't have any of the coloring and you don't have the patch or the badge, whatever you want to call it. So my guess is actually this is in Gringotts, and I will explain kind of further why I think that later. Oh, actually, no, it wouldn't be in Gringotts, would it? Never mind. But I'll explain why I was thinking that. And then here, let me see if I can get it. This program doesn't let me go scene by scene, frame by frame, but I'll try to get it. Alright, so you can kind of see it here. If you look at the gateways, I think these are actually portals. My one reason why I think that is that if you look at the third from the right, you see a castle in the background. I'm thinking that it's a portal that you can go to those places. Interesting. I'm not quite sure, but it'll be interesting to see what they are. Alright, then here we get to see the main goblin. Thinking in Gringotts or a goblin mine. A few reasons why. But, you get to see what looks like a bank teller and then the security goblins. So, very interesting. Love the armor. Here. And, like I said, I'll go frame by frame with all the other with another video. That one will probably be over an hour because of that. But here it looks like they are in dessert for the feast, and this is when you get sorted. And this is after everyone's already come, you know, it's a late start in the 5th year. That's what one of the creators, developers said. I don't remember who, but yeah. So and here we get a good look at character development or character creation. I like the scar. But yeah, I think it looks good so far, but I don't know because, you know, we only get to see the face change. We don't know everything about it. Here we get a good look at the sorting hat. And you. And then my final guess is Phineas Nigellus Black. Because he was one of the founders in 1890, which is when this is taking place. And then I don't know, some other teacher. But I think it's awesome. They didn't show us how we get sorted. But, you know, what can you do? Again, we get a good look at, we get a good look at the houses. Other, so Ravenclaw, Slytherin, my house. Shout out to all the Slytherin. I think this looks amazing. So I'm excited to see, explore it, and just be Slytherin. Gryffindor house looks good. amazing actually. And then Hufflepuff House, which we've only seen in the Hogwarts Mystery app, the phone app game that they had, and I think it looks amazing. Like, honestly, just seeing these makes me want to play the game 4 times at least to be a different house. Going here, we see a redhead, so Weasley maybe, probably. Weasley is one of the 28 of the crap, what do they call it? The 28 families that have been throughout all of wizarding history. But this could definitely be a Weasley. The red hair, hand-me-down robes, the freckles. But I think it looks amazing. Like, actually, I don't think those are hand-me-down robes, but I just had to make that joke. I think it would be cool if there is Weasleys and all the other 28s. Here, I actually really like. We see Charms class, but if you look behind them, you actually see a whole bunch of spells. Pontificate, oh my gosh, I can't speak today. Anyway, Lumos Nox, Macarin Inflamare, Recum Sempra, whatever. I can't speak today. But here we get a good look at it. Here's a good overview of one of the greenhouses. I think it looks really good. And then here we get to see inside. I want to say like the main greenhouse, and then they have separate greenhouses. The reason why, if you look up to the right, we have huge greenhouse. It's steps and ladders, not ladders, sorry, stairs. Yeah, I'm a little sick today, guys. Sorry. But then you go to one of the greenhouses, and then if you look over to the right, you can kind of see more openness of the greenhouse, and I'm super excited to explore all of Hogwarts. And then here, if you look up on top, this is probably greenhouse 2, since there's a little Roman numeral of 2. And here we get to see another redhead. I mean, some people say Weasley, and I mean possibly, but I don't know. This guy, I like his attitude. He's super funny. But this is the Charms Professor.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident.
He's just so, like, energetic, and I love it. So happy. I remember his clothing, because I will point that out later.
We will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice.
And here we get Defense Against the Dark Arts. I love the classroom. I'll point out some of the decorations. But here we also get a look at some different outfits, like even glasses. So if you want to make your own Harry Potter, then you got glasses, guys. Like, look, the guy to the left, those are Harry Potter glasses. Like,
For a proper Hogwarts
welcome. But if you look up, you get to see a whole bunch of, you get to see the dragon, you get to see some kind of, what is that? Lunar scope, sneaker scope. Just all the drawings, and I just love the detail that they've put into this. And then you get the dueling table from the second movie, which I think is a fantastic shout out to the movies. All of this is a shout out to the books and the movies. I love how the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher is super old, and I hope that they do not make the curse a thing here, because all of the books and the movies, Harry and Ron, Hermione, all of them have a different teacher each year. That did not happen until after Voldemort did not receive the job. So if they do that, I will be a little upset, but I mean, it's not a huge deal. So I mean, they could also tie it into whatever's happening right now. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I love how she's super old and super like we're gonna fight, we're gonna duel. Yeah, that's the best way to learn, and it is.
Begin.
All right, so first, I've noticed in the gameplay they use this spell a lot, um, and I mean I think it's great because they can't really do anything, right? So I think it's a cool spell, and I'm guessing this is the first time you actually fight.
Not bad for a beginner.
And if you look behind him, you get to see some more decorations, but they're skulls of different creatures.
Potions is one of
Here we get potions, Slytherins.
the most challenging and hazardous.
Oh, and a Ravenclaw. Anyway, we don't know who this is, and he has a limp, so I don't know
At this school.
if he. I don't know. I'm really curious to see all the backstories of these people. He does kind of look like a black. I don't know though. They also shortened his hair, and they kind of changed his face from the uh, reveal gameplay or the trailer reveal. So I wonder if they're trying to make it so he's not a black, but he still kind of looks like it. Here we get to see a prank. My guess is somebody set off a firework because you see all the students kind of cowering. And it was probably you that set it off. I hope that would be fun. Here we get to see another look at the grounds, which I think is beautiful. I love the fountain with all of the shrubbery. Oh, it just looks so amazing, guys. And here we actually get a good look at some different outfits. We see a Ravenclaw without his robes on, but he still has like the Ravenclaw signs and the color, and then we see Slytherins in what I would assume is Quidditch robes. And then we get to see, I think, Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw in the back with the same kind of robes. Here, it's another place in Hogwarts, but I have no idea where because I mean, if you look down at the bottom, you see a skeleton, a rhino. I mean, I guess you could say it was a rumpet. Another thing that Newt has that it looks like a hippo. I don't think that they would do that because the horn is explosive, right? Like because that's the thing that Luna Lovegood's father has, and it blows up in the seventh book. Anyway, interesting to think about. I love it. I mean, even if it is, it's fun. Like I'm not picky about any of this. I think it all looks amazing. Um, Here we get a good look at the fat lady and some Gryffindors just sitting outside, His little redhead to the left is kind of like eyeing you like, who are you? I don't like you. Look at her. She's like very grumpy. Here, which is one reason why I think that it's a Gringotts mine, is from the first little goblin view. We get to see the security goblin, the bank manager goblin. So I'm thinking that's kind of what this is. So I think it's interesting because, this is definitely a mine. You can see the little buckets up to the right, some clogs and stuff, and so a little furnace down to the right. So it's interesting, very, very interesting. Here, let me see if we can pause it. You get the little, I love the animation that goes up to the door. Here, see a little chest back there, so I'm guessing we get a reward for finding out that. And here, oh, I'm so excited they put this in. I know everybody really wanted this. The kitchen. The house elves and just the amount of detail that they've put into this so far that I can see is amazing. I'm so excited. The kitchen looks amazing. A little quiz. Um, who knows how to enter the kitchen? Little pop quiz right there for you guys. I'll have the answer in the comments, or not the comments, the description.
May even find yourself in iconic
Get a good look at some of the house elves
locations
making
you've
some
never been able
food.
to explore before.
Love the big pot in the back. Here we get a view of the prefect's bathroom. It looks really good. I mean, it's a swimming pool with a diving board. Look, that's really good attention to detail. I actually really appreciate that. I I'm in love already, guys.
It's
I haven't even played the game. Um, so I'm thinking this is more charms, but I'm not quite sure.
late 18.
Looks like a different classroom, but also the same. I mean, we have the words in the back. Bombarda, Lumos, Asio. No, this is probably Transfiguration. I don't know. Transfiguration or
So while
oh yeah, a teapot to the right. If you look right there, teapot turtles, tortoises, or something like that.
the common rooms and
Oh, it looks so good.
classes may be familiar.
Here we get another look at the Slytherin common room
Most of your
with some student carrying some books and homework.
professors will not be. However, you may recognize a few faces.
And here we get nearly headless Nick, which I pretty much everyone knew he would be in here, or at least the time frame would work if they put him in here or not. But I'm glad they did.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. Suffering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
And here we get Professor Binns, and I'm a little sad because I really wanted it to be like, he was alive, and then one day in the middle of the school year he dies, and then just comes to class. And who knows, maybe they will do that. I don't know.
You'll come
I
to
mean,
trust
everyone here just seems kind of bored and sleepy, and I love that attention to detail.
this
That's pretty much how
eclectic group of
everyone is.
talented witches and wizards in
This
class,
class, because look at him. He's falling asleep himself.
and while completing side assignments.
Here, we get a book.
Ones designed
Okay, so if you remember the Charms teacher's clothes, so this is Charms class. And I'm guessing it's like a little game to help you just catch up to everyone because everyone else looks like they're just sitting on the grass to the left.
to help you catch up with the other fifth years at your own speed.
Love it. Okay, then here we get the flying instructor. Because if you remember, actually I didn't point it out, but she was in the teacher's table, on not in, but on the teacher's table. So she's the flying instructor, like Madam Hooch. Here we get to see some of those devil snares. In this
Opportunities for
video,
abound in the
but
area.
you finally get a better look at what's in the middle, and it's a little podium. So I'm thinking it's Merlin, because they kind of talk about Merlin himself went to school.
Surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested.
Here, I'm guessing is a boss
Enjoy
fight,
mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic.
and Professor Fig. We finally learned the guy's name.
Discover
He's not the headmaster though.
if the rumors of a mounting
And here we get to see the date finally, but fierce or bothersome beasts.
Hogwarts
And I screenshotted it, but I'll show you do that in another one. Anyway, but here we get a final confirmation of the date. Monday, September 1st. So when Hogwarts starts, 1890. So if this is the today's newspaper, then that means that everything that is going on is the first of Hogwarts, like when Hogwarts starts. And you're in a carriage flying to Hogwarts or flying somewhere. You kind of looked, go back, kind of look behind this guy. You get to see those packages that we saw in the release trailer. And your suitcases and all that. Anyway, super excited. We finally get the date. And see, this is they're wearing the same clothes, you know, so I'm guessing that's what it is. You can see this. Oh, and then we get another look at the security goblins in the back. Looks at a mine, which is another reason why I think it's a mine. Yeah, it just looks like a mine, and you get some. I'm thinking that's gold, or in that middle thing, you can kind of see the veins. And we finally get a look at the fighting style, and it looks amazing to me. Like, it's not. It's fluid. It's very fluid. And just so cool. You know, you're fighting 4 to 5 people at once. And then this, they're talking about the troll attack that we saw at the beginning. At least that's my guess. And look, you get a little book up there. That's funny. So here we get a good look at Reparo. Oh, it looks so good. I love the wind blowing the coats. You know, just the animation. It's amazing. I'm so excited, guys. You get to see the connection of the wands here. I don't know. I'm guessing this is some kind of like outpost, because if you look in the back, you see some outpost to the mine is my guess. Because you see some towers, and then this is probably a guard. And why he didn't dodge beats me. Maybe they were just trying to show that, you know, each creature has a different weakness. Here, I'm going to see a huge fight between you and a lot of wizards. Oh, and then I love how they showed this. But my question is, how do you get out of Pacificus Totalis? Specific. Cannot speak today, guys. Sorry. Whenever this happens.
Allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
Okay, so my thought, can you throw people like you just threw the barrel? Because I think that would be really fun. You know, you just levitate them and then throw. I think that would be so much fun.
Counterattack with powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations.
They don't show it, so you probably can. That'd be my guess. They just didn't. They don't do that. I don't know. I would do it. I think it'd be fun. Because, I mean, you can literally slam people on the ground like 3 to 4 times. But then I love how he uses Expelliarmus. It just looks so fluid and amazing.
Roast with Incendio. Devastate your enemies using various.
See right here, he slams them on the ground like 3 times. Yeah. And this magic, I'm so excited to learn it. So I don't know, the way they say it makes it sound like it's your special type of magic, only you can do it. And I'm guessing it's like the old and ancient magic that they were talking about. It's interesting. I'm super excited to see the storyline.
Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you
See, like right there, that would have been perfect to like move the person and then move the goblin and then throw the goblin at this person right in front of you. I think it would be fun to use people as a weapon.
on your path
Doesn't
to
matter though, I mean, it
ultimate
all looks.
duelist.
Here, that's looks like Professor Fig. So then here, I actually love this. I love what the teacher said.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
Oh, I love her so much. Here, we're gonna see a little statue of a demiguise, which is fun, which is cool. Kind of looks like Merlin in that picture to the right, but I don't know.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of
Here we get a good look at menu, so character inventory, talents, collections, challenges, maps, owl post, quests, and settings. Requirement is what they're on.
upgrades, talents, and
Spell,
skills to aid your progression
or
as a
talent.
wizard. Complete challenges throughout
Here,
the world to an
interesting
experience.
because we kind of get a good look at a third sense because we get to see chests and then try to stop it.
To aid your progression as a wizard.
But I noticed this,
Challenges
like if you look to the right, you see a person that's glowing like the chest, so probably a
level up your
quest
abilities
or
and
some
use
kind
your
of thing.
talents to
Here we're
upgrade
gonna
your
see
spells,
disillusionment
craft
charm.
potions to increase their power. Decide which talent
Using
best fits
that
your
to
playstyle to allow you to focus on your
stealthily
favorite
fight, which
types
is
of
cool. I
magic.
love how they showed the different types of fighting styles that you can do. It looks like we can loot from people, chests, and different things like that.
You can also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear
So
that will increase your
loot
offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and
yes,
specialized
and
to allow
here
for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
distance over
upgraded
8. Here we get to see upgrades. So traits. So I'm guessing like we can infuse it with invisibility, kind of like an invisibility cloak, and the upgrades, and different traits like that, and appearances. So I think it's really cool the amount of personability, customization. Here I'm interested because for Xbox and PlayStation, easy. You just spin the right analog to crush. But what about computers? Do we have to use our mouse? I'll be interested to see. Probably not.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your
And here we get to kind of see more of our own, like, we can do it. If you look to the right, there are timers. And most of the timers seem to be about 25 minutes. So,
wand skills,
interesting.
continue to further your magical education at
Collecting
Hogwarts,
potions, right?
progressing your development
See right there, that was a moonstone
as a witch or wizard.
timer.
Brew potions that
Moonstones are
increase
used to
your power when you need a boost.
conjure and place down different
Grow and deploy magical
buildings.
plants to mob
I'll
the
show
battlefield,
later. I'll
keeping
stop it.
enemies
Show.
at bay.
Here, I think it's kind of fun. You levitate the guy, and then the little
You can even
fog
unleash
attack.
deadly mandrake
Here, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, those things. Mandrakes kill you if you don't listen, if you hear them. Well, only when they're older. Because if you remember, Professor Sprout says, they're seedlings, their cries won't kill you yet. So whenever they get older, they'll kill you, but when they're young, they just make you pass out.
to
Incapacitate.
unsuspecting enemies. In
Here we
beast
get a
class,
good
you
look
will
at the
learn
little
about a
Niffler. I'm glad because I really wanted one.
variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the
baby grab one. Oh, he's so cute. He likes me. Belly rubbed. So I think it's interesting because they have not showed us Quidditch. They showed us that we can fly on brooms and that we'll need to. But does that mean that we get Quidditch or just broom flying? It's interesting. I guess we'll have to wait to see. Because I mean the Quidditch pitch is there, but that doesn't mean that we can play Quidditch.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Another look at the Gryffindor common room. Looks amazing still. And then we get to see a little black pointed hat a student's wearing. Most of them haven't been, but he is. This guy is too, if you look down at the bottom left.
As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey.
Here we get another look at some Quidditch robes and the front gate, because the boar with wings, that's the front gate of Hogwarts. I love the design of it, looks amazing. Then if you look, I don't know if they're trying to show this or if this is just me looking into it, but this image looks kind of like a girl, so I wonder if it's like her ancestor or something. And she's kind of saying her story. And here we get a look at a chest with a symbol that I cannot tell or see what it is. So, but I'm guessing something to do with goblins. And she's an idiot because now she's alone.
Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts.
No,
Connecting with
no,
them more easily than with humans.
What happens now?
Unafraid of
Here we finally get a look at Peeves. Peeves, the troublemaker, tattling on this student. Oh, Peeves. They look amazing. They made him look amazing. Like, oh man. Wish it was coming out sooner than holiday.
Sneaking in the restricted section again.
Is Sebastian Sallow a charismatic Slytherin?
We've been over this, boy. Trufflefish cannot reverse a curse.
With a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you...
See, this shows that not all Slytherins are bad. Slytherins are ambitious. You know, they're willing to do whatever it takes to get what they want. This guy, he was willing to go into a restricted section, and, you know, risk getting expelled and detention to find information, probably to cure this curse.
That reality, the better.
You'll meet these
And then here, I love it. If you look to the right, you see an orchestra. It's probably enchanted.
students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
And the room of requirement. I know everybody really wanted the room of requirements, right? I'm ecstatic to see how they used it. Like, it's basically your safe haven, your place that you can go and make things and do things. It's amazing. I love how they did that. It's so ingenious to me. Here, if you look down in the middle, we kind of get to see where we can put creatures. But if you look up to the right and the left, you actually get to see two more places like that. So, I'm guessing Fantastic Beasts are going to be a big part, which we can well assumed.
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement.
Oh, it looks amazing. See right here, so moonstones are required to build the T-shaped potion or conjure, I guess. Which is cool. I think that's a good way to keep it magical. You can change its color, rotate the object. You can disable snapping, so you can put it wherever you want. That's kind of cool. And then it looks like there's different things. So there's potion, probably herbology. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different things there, though. And we can only have 2 potion stations.
You're introduced to this space.
And then here we're gonna see Dittany, visibility potion, Mandrake,
Need, and then provides it for you.
25 minutes to grow another one. Here, we're going to see a large pot in which we can plant variable different things, but growth time is 25 minutes. This is Chinese chomping cabbage.
To catch up to your peers,
And venomous tentacular, 25 minutes again. So that's my guess, is that most things will take about 25 minutes to grow. And I just noticed Slytherin banners to the back of it. Shout out to Slytherins.
the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear.
Fertilizer.
A helpful house elf named Deek helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it? Deke isn't sure. Only
Deke, I
one
love
way to
Deke.
You
find out.
can freely customize
Right here, I get to see another look at conjuring like a cottage. I think it's awesome. Then the conjuration budget indicates the total number of items that can be conjured. So we get to conjure a whole bunch of different things. Moonstones, the resources.
this space to reflect your personality and magical
So I think it
specialties.
looks awesome. And then we get to conjure more things. Get to have our creatures here, fantastic beasts here. And here we get to see you flying on a hippogriff right next to a dragon. For some reason, the dragon is not attacking you, but
Not everything you
hey,
need on your journey is
and
available.
Hogsmeade.
You'll want to visit the
So
nearby
excited.
village of Hogsmeade,
Hogsmeade
where
looks
loads of shops and
amazing.
vendors
There's a
will
few
invite
things
you
that I have a
to
problem
what you
with.
require.
Actually, only really like one thing,
Potion
right?
ingredients and recipes.
Here we actually get to see a little bit of the currency. We get the galleons. He has 1 galleon, 8 sickles, and 21 canoes. So the currency system is in Hogwarts Legacy, just like the books. Such a weird currency system, but hey, that's the world we live in, right? At least us wizards.
To seeds for magical plants to
And
all
then
sorts of gear.
looks at different. That's an interesting one. At different styles that you can have. So
But
cool.
Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side.
Okay, so here, this is what kind of
Land
bothers
of
me.
dark witches and wizards in
Right here, if you look behind him, Ollivanders. Ollivanders is not in Hogsmeade. It's in Diagon Alley. Wow, that just skipped my mind. And they might be doing this as like a, ease into it. And I don't know, maybe they could say, Ollivanders used to have a store in Hogsmeade. It's in the 1890s. They can literally make up anything they want. That's why I love that they did it in this time. It's because of that.
Emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find
And
the
then
world's
the seasons,
only Hogwarts
which
filled
everybody
with
wanted, and I
infinity
agree. I think
wonders
it's awesome.
and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic
Not just
seasons
day and night
climate
cycle,
will
but
fill the
season
sky with
cycles.
lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or
It's
rain.
like I read a
Unique
comment
wizarding
once
hamlets pepper the
on
countryside.
one of the videos, and it was like,
Vendors and residents who
it's
have
like the
stories to tell,
developers took everything fans wanted
and
and
missions
put it
for
in the
which you
game.
can use your
And
assistance.
yeah, I agree. So here, I think it's interesting. It kind of shows this is either a puppet show or like a circus thing. 'Cause, you see all the creatures, kind of like in Fantastic Beasts 2.
Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well
This is
have been
talking about the
designed by
Merlin
Merlin
puzzles.
himself when he was a student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts roam the lands
creature.
outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk
Moon
of
calves, guys. We finally get to see moon calves be sucked into a suitcase, just like Newt
you can
does.
rescue them and
I
restore
love
them
it.
to health
In some Thestrals, so we've seen people die, either because we killed them or.
but they're a danger.
Okay, here is at Gringotts, right? And this is before you go to Hogwarts because you're wearing that suit that we,
Beyond your understanding.
I think, anyway. So I'm guessing that you have parents or had parents that died or something like Harry. I don't know. I'll be interested to see how
Dungeons
they
and
do
vaults
it.
hold perilous threats and
But so we do
provide
go to
uncommon
Gringotts.
rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path.
Cadabra. Everyone is so excited, and I agree. I'm excited too, but I was not that surprised, right? One of the developers basically came out and said, "Yeah, we'll have this in there." Whenever it's like, well, it can still be T-rated and with killing in it. They just can't be gory. Vada Kedavra does not maim people, right? It literally basically just sucks out their soul. Like it just kills them. Sucking out your soul would be a dementor, so it doesn't do that, but it just kills them basically, right? Like, yeah, just causes their heart to stop.
Befriend new
And then
allies.
here it looks like we're at the Hog's Head.
Journey across a landscape never seen
Another
before.
hippogriff
Uncover
riding.
ancient secrets, combat mystical
I'm
threats,
so excited.
learn long-forgotten mysteries.
Then this is either another room of requirements or something like it. I don't know. It depends on how they designed it, because in the movies it's a two-door, like opening, but this is only a one door that opens.
Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here, in Hogwarts Legacy.
So excited. Holiday, guys. Holiday of 2022. 9 months-ish. Yeah. Anyway, that is my video for today. I will do a frame by frame to kind of see if there's anything else I missed. There probably is. And I probably will like cut it down and just skip past all the stuff that I don't do like need to talk about. But yeah, guys, there you go. Ah, so excited. I know all of us are.